Hi everyone, and welcome to my next video for Bayonetta 2 on the Wii U. This is Chapter 9, The Gates of Hell. So in the last chapter, you broke through these two barriers that unlocks this area, and yeah, this will basically, as the title says, take you to the Gates of Hell. But first of all, you run into your next new enemy, this Infernal, which is the Gazer of Death, Malicious. These guys are pretty cool. You fight them a good number of times from this point forward. They shoot those spheres at you, and if you dodge them, you go into Witch Time. So, I'm not going to show too many battles from this point forward. I'm going to show some stuff from new enemies, but the deeper you get into this game, the more you're going to run into the same enemies, and even some creatures that you ran into in Bayonetta 1. And I think I did finish the game today, finally, for the first time, and I'm, as you can see, just a little behind on getting my videos done. I'm only on Chapter 9, and there are 16 main chapters in the game, plus some bonus ones afterwards. Now, this right here, this Muspelheim battle, this took me a good hour, if not more, and in this one you have to kill the enemies in a specific order to keep adding time to the countdown up top. And if you go out of order, at least the way I was playing it, there's just no way to do it. So you have to take care of one of the larger enemies first, then take care of the foot soldier, and then this two-headed Infernal, which will add 15 seconds to your time. And I almost ran out here, but I got him just in time. So now you have 15 seconds to take care of this guy, and I'm wasting a lot of time. I'm actually getting very nervous when I was playing this, because this was the first time I had got to the last enemy with just a little bit of time left, and thankfully that hit right there. With 1.8 seconds left, I took him out. And I think I might get platinum on this because of how long it took me, but I was very happy. This was definitely the hardest Muspelheim battle or challenge that I encountered in this game through to the end. So of all the ones I did play, that one was the hardest for me. So here's another hidden chest, and once you get the 5 fragments of it and build it back up, I believe you'll get a half of a moon pearl. So you jump through here, and this is very similar to, it was like, I think chapter 2 or 3. It was pretty early in the game, but you're starting to see some similar environments now, and that's going to ring even more true a little later in the game. And that's not bad, although, you know, I will say before we even get to the end, maybe I was slightly disappointed that there was some recycling. And as you will see, that has mostly to do with Bayonetta 2's storyline. And so I can't really fault them for that. And they do change up some of the gameplay a bit. But they also bring back some old stuff from Bayonetta 1 that I had said in earlier videos that I was happy they got rid of. But they didn't. They still have it in there, and what I'm talking about are shooter levels and kind of vehicle-based stages and verses that I don't think are as interesting as just straight-up fighting, which is where Bayonetta 2 really excels. And so, and they look cool. Those extra stages, they look great and everything. And you know, I guess you could say that it adds some variety to the proceedings, but I don't necessarily think that the game needs it. When the combat is as good as it is, and the enemies are as original, unique, fast and exciting as they are, I think you do a bit of a disservice by adding gimmicky verses and chapters to your game. So anyway, just a little pet peeve of mine. Those things don't stop Bayonetta 2 from being one of the best games I've ever played, but they certainly don't help it. Maybe my opinion isn't popular, but I can't imagine those stages being liked more than the core game. So here, getting back to the actual chapter I'm playing, you are going up against Gollum again, and I think in this one he has a couple different forms than when you first fought him. Like he turns into this kind of almost like an ankylosaurus type of creature, fires things from his tail and swipes at you. He also turns back into the sword, which got me a number of times again. I can't remember the name of the technique. I think it's called the Bat Within, where you can actually counter, or not so much counter, but avoid taking damage if you evade as you get hit. So, I don't know. I'm sure there are players out there that think that's kind of cheating, but you know, it's in the game for a reason, and it's you know, that and some of the other accessories have helped me enjoy this game probably a little more than I would have if I hadn't used any of them. So, and the game is still pretty hard using those techniques. I mean, you can't be not paying attention and trying to just hit the evade button blindly. You'll get owned. But it gives you just a little bit more time to evade and give you a chance for either a platinum or pure platinum. And so here, after you fight Gollum, you run into the Luma Sage again and this Prophet character, and go into a air-based battle. Really nice. Again, just like many other chapters in this game, Platinum did a great job with the backgrounds. They look fantastic, and just with everything going on, the weather effects. I love that. You know, every time it goes into Witch Time, if there is an attack coming out, you'll see just the particles and the waves from it and how it's affecting the air or water around it. Really, really gorgeous to look at. So here he grabs a building and throws it at you, and you naturally counter it with your Wicked Weave attacks. Nice eye candy. And this goes on for a while longer. His attacks don't really change too much, and but they are there's something kind of cartoony or comical about his attacks, and I know he's like the main bad guy in this game, but yeah, there's just something about the way those hands come out. They look slightly silly to me, almost like your climax attack that you did on Gollum. That is straight out of the first Bayonetta, where you treat him like a volleyball. So something I've always liked about Bayonetta is the balance of serious and over-the-top violence with humor. And so here, just as you're thinking, oh, all is lost, Loki throws a card and opens the gates of hell. And so in you go. And yeah, that will take us to the end of Chapter 9, and just 6 more to go. And it has been a wonderful journey so far, and the game just does not let up until the very end. So yeah, thanks again for hanging out, checking out this video, and I will see you in Chapter 10. But before that, here's my final ranking for this chapter. I think I found all the verses. I think there were, 8 of them. A couple silvers, golds, and platinums. No pure platinums. And gold overall. So yeah, thanks again for checking this out, and see you in the next one.